back with Bobby and JJ Radio. If you're just joining us, we had a really good interviews with Melinda Hipp with Van Dyke Mortgage, all about the reverse mortgage for purchase and the regular reverse mortgages. If you missed any of that, you go to bobbyandjjradio.com. You can be a fan of our show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We have Lori Brochet here now in the studio. Lori's been in business, in the estate sale business for 5 years. She's a Better Business Bureau accredited company. You can also find her on Angie's List. And she's a San Antonio/Houston native. I have to be honest.
15 years.
And Nex Mov is co-owned. She has a business partner, Cheryl Lund. First off, Lori, thank you so much for being here.
Well, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So let's jump right into it. So tell us a little bit about the estate sale side of your business.
Well, with having estate sales today, the market has changed so much.
Sure.
When senior adults get ready to downsize, the number one thing that crosses their mind is, what do we do with all the stuff?
Yeah.
And it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Sure. All the leftovers. Many of them will take with them, their most favorite of furniture and items and collections. But there's always so much left. And nowadays, you've got so many options. You've got online auctions, you've got live auctions, you got, they ask, what about eBay, Craigslist?
Yeah.
But then again, it's always a traditional estate sale
that
will come up. What happens is that those clients are often confused with the best route to go.
Sure.
And it really depends on what they have that will determine, which option is the best for them. So our mission is to go in as a company and not just go in with blinders with an estate sale is the only way to go, but maybe to look and see what they have, talk to them, and find out the best option for them.
Cool.
Lori, can you walk us through the process of an estate sale?
Mm-hmm. Well, the first thing you have to do, you have to sit down and you have to evaluate what they have. And then you make sure that you've communicated and they have a good understanding of what the outcome is going to be. And that really is coming to an agreement in terms and signing that agreement. The next thing is you have to market and advertise. Marketing and advertising is really key to a successful sale and takes time. Sorting, organizing, pricing is also key to a successful sale because you've got to make sure that you have all the Christmas stuff from the attic and the storage and the closets, because all of it's scattered out into one place, and to make it a retail type environment for them.
So the estate sales that I've been to, it's kind of like that. I know that you guys must take everything out, figure out what's what, and then put it back in, because it almost feels like you said, an environment where you're shopping, you're going around furniture.
Absolutely. You have to make it a good experience, because it's like a retail store. When you walk in, hopefully a successful sale, you're going to have hundreds of people walk through that front door. So the flow, and someone that's only interested in kitchen, the kitchen stuff has to be laid out where they can immediately see it and then move on.
Yeah, and then you also utilize the garage and the patio. Sometimes I've seen all that kind of stuff.
Do they ever fight you on price? Because you know the value of something, but when somebody owns something and took care of something, like JJ has a huge Beanie Baby collection.
It's all Beanie Baby.
To him, I'm sure it's worth a lot more than it's really worth to somebody.
Well, they're priceless.
All the time, yeah. And one of the great things about when someone is choosing an estate sale company is, in estate sale companies, my whole agreement is with my client. My job is to make as much for them as I can possibly make. But then again, I have dealers and I've got a public that follows our estate sales. So when those guys come through the door, they like to know that they're getting a good deal. So it's a balance we have to play. But in the end, we have to make sure that we're getting the best for our client.
And Lori, what do you wish your potential clients or clients you would know about estate sales?
Oh my gosh, there's 4 major things.
Okay, let's go through.
The first one is understand that the item's age does not put the value on it. A lot of people say, oh, that curio cabinet, I've had it for 50 years. Well, there's a lot of things now that is just not, the value's not as...
I've been looking for one.
I know. Call me after the show. I'll make a deal with you. So the age of the item is not does not make it valuable. Second thing is the small stuff. The small stuff is really what adds up. Some of the items that the clients believe is really worth something, it is worth something, but it's all that small stuff that they tend to want to give away and to Goodwill and clean out before we get there that's valuable. Third thing is that remember that time and labor is really what makes a successful sale.
Sure.
We have to have enough time to put on a good show. The labor involved is key. And the fourth most important thing is you cannot live there. So we get that all the time. Can I live here?
Right.
Up to the sale. I won't be in the way. I'll be in the back room. Can happen.
Yeah. That's like living in Neiman's, right?
That's exactly.
Yeah, can't happen.
Exactly.
So what about if I feel like I don't have enough stuff for an estate sale, and I feel like it's not going to be enough stuff for you to even bother with it? What can they do?
There's a couple of things you can do. That's what happens when we are evaluating when we first go in. We're actually looking to see if you do have enough stuff to have an estate sale.
Sure.
Right off the bat, if it's going to be under $10,000, it's not going to be justifiable to have an estate sale. There's not going to be a return to the customer. And that's what's key. Is the estate sale the right option for me?
But you're going to sit down with them and you're going to make sure that they understand their options and if it's good for them or not.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And you sit down for them for free.
There's no charge. And I just met with someone that basically I said, you know what, and they were physically able to have a garage sale, and I said, you know what, you only have 5 or 6 pieces, you got a lot of stuff, try to have a garage sale, and gave them tips on having a successful sale.
Awesome. So if anyone wants to get a hold of Lori, they can call her at 210-650-2269. Again, that's 650-2269. Or you can email her at contactus@Nex, that's Nex Mov, M-O-V, so nexmov.com. Or check out our website at www.nexmov.com. Again, that's 650-2269. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with a lot more information for the senior living. Don't move an inch.